My guest calls teenage, quote, those weirder than weird critical years between the ages of 11 and 19. Well, I have an 18 and a 19-year-old, so I've been captivated. Now, this is one of those times when you need to know the credentials of the author. Just look at the title and the claim of his latest book. Have a new teenager by Friday? From mouthy and moody to respectful and responsible in 5 days. Dr. Kevin Leman is an internationally known psychologist, humorist, and New York Times best-selling author with 36 books to his credit. Actually, we may discover I'm a little behind the 8 ball on that. The Birth Order book was groundbreaking, just to mention one of them. He's a former consulting psychologist for Good Morning America, and I've been listening to his counsel since I became a parent. You've done it again. Dr. Leman, welcome back.
It's always good to be here, Moira.
And are you on a roll or what? Have a new husband?
A new kid by Friday.
New kid.
Have a new husband by Friday. Have a new you by Friday. Have a new teenager by Friday.
It's a good thing. We believe in miracles.
And then people always say, well, when is have a new wife by Friday?
Oh, it'll be coming probably.
From my lips to God's ears, you'll never see a book by me called Have a New Wife by Friday.
Is that because of Sandy?
Yes, I fear the woman.
You've shared that.
Yeah.
Married for how many years?
44 in a row.
And you've launched 4 of 5 of your children.
5 kids. The last one leaves the nest this year. So she just graduated from high school and off to college.
And she is 18.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of...
Yeah, only I'm near death and you're not.
Stop it.
I'm old as they come. I got a 38-year-old daughter.
Well, you did quite the age span. So you've probably traveled through and helped us through, you know, issues that represent genres and fads, and it's wonderful.
But you know what's funny, really, is when I was younger, I've written, I think it's almost 40 books now. And when I was young, they never said Dr. Kevin Leman gives us wisdom. And now every place I go now, I hear the wisdom word. Well, the reality is we've got 5 kids who love each other, they love us, and they love the Lord. We're 5 for 5. I know a lot of people who've done it right. They've done everything right. And, you know, God gives us free will and gives kids free will. And there's a lot of parents who are scratching their head looking at the ceiling at night wondering what happened because they got a kid out in left and right field. But as a parent, there's nothing more satisfying to see that the kids really do love each other, they love you, and they have a strong faith in God. It doesn't get better than that.
You really believe this?
Oh,
5
yeah.
days?
Listen, this...
5 days?
No, it's a scam. I got to tell you that. Pay attention. Eyes up here.
I'm looking.
It's a scam. You could have a new teenager by Wednesday because it doesn't take that much time, number one. You know, people throw their hands up. They go, teenagers, when are you going to know teenagers, you know? And notice I say they're 11 to 19.
Yeah.
So I've moved the teenager years down a little bit because kids are growing up so quick.
Yeah, it starts earlier.
But when you do some of the things that I suggest in this book, like the teenager who's 17 years old, okay, and he's supposed to clean the garage, and it's now 6 o'clock at night, he's looking for the car keys. He says, Dad, where's the car keys? Honey, you're not going to find them. What do you mean I'm not going to find them? I need them. I got to go. Honey, they're in my pocket. Dad, well, give them to me. I'm late. I got to go. I said, honey, you're going to clean the garage today, remember? Oh, well, I forgot. And that kid at that point will promise you anything. He'll promise you that he'll pull weeds for life, that he will not only clean the garage, but paint the garage, okay?
And get that car.
And this is the kind of reality discipline that I've talked about for years.
I was just going to say, since the early 90s, I've been embracing the reality discipline that you taught us about.
Yeah. And so, you know, the kid's going to get mad. He's going to have a fit. But you stay in healthy authority over the child. Now, here's the kicker. Now, as I speak, I'd like people to think about, is God, the creator of the universe, is he an authoritarian? Or is he the authority? Or is he the permissive? Well, he's obviously not the permissive. A lot of Christian people want to make him into the big bad wolf. I'm going to huff and puff and blow your door down. You're going to do what I tell you to do.
Authoritarian.
Yeah. But see, when you really think about it, God is the what? He's the supreme authority. And his word says, every knee shall what? Bow. So as a parent, our model is to be authoritative which means this kid isn't running over me. Little Fletcher, I don't care if he's 6 or 16, is not running over me.
I want to put some traction to this claim of a new teen by Friday. Monday, day 1 of 5. You've given me 3 challenges. First, decide if it's a total reconstruction, a partial job, or a paint job. Okay,
right.
in the degree of difficulty.
Yeah.
Secondly, identify your parenting style. And thirdly, develop a game plan.
Right.
Which you're going to help us with.
Yeah. And so what I'm saying is, your kid's smoking pot every day, and he's cutting school on Mondays and Fridays. You're not talking about a minor tune-up. You need an overhaul here, okay? So there's a difference between that and the kid that's just beginning to get a little testy, getting a little mouthy.
A little disrespectful.
And so you have to do that self-examination. You don't need a sledgehammer to nail a fly. You need a fly swatter. Right. So you keep it in perspective, and then you begin to lay out a plan that you can live with.
Now I have to figure out my parenting style here too.
Well, because most of us, most Christian parents are authoritarian. Hey,
my way or the highway.
Hey, listen, you're going to do what I tell you to do as long as you live under this roof. Hey, you want something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about. Now, again, Christian people tend to gravitate toward that authoritarian. And again, I ask you, is God the Father an authoritarian? Does he grab Moira by the scruff of the neck, twist her earlobe and say, you will do this, you will do that, you will acknowledge me? No. So we're not authoritarian, but we're not permissive. Brittany, it's 9 p.m. Have you chosen to go to bed yet? That doesn't work either.
Or some just in a feeling of powerlessness
may
retreat and just say, I don't have control here.
Here's a curveball for most parents. Your teenager wants to please you. He doesn't like it. She doesn't like it when you're unhappy. And one of the smartest things you can do is you develop this game plan. You go through the week and you see something that's going on, like a room is trash that you cleaned. You can walk in that room and say, I can't tell you how angry I am and disappointed I am at looking at this room. And just turn around and walk away. Now, when you do that, you're raking coals over those kids. And 99 out of 100 kids, Moira, will get in touch with their feelings and realize they need to go and take care of that. And they might even get a, Mom, I'm sorry, I should have done that a little better.